Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be reviewing a watch made by a company called GEYA. The watch inside this box should be a cool black carbon fiber watch, model number G78069. It retails at $532, which seems expensive, but when you see the watch, it is not. It's part of the G Max range, and it's actually a double-sided hollow mechanical watch made of full carbon. They send it in quite a nice box. I have a few luxury wristwatches, and this box is as good as what you get in a £7,000 watch. It's actually better than what you get in a Panerai. Panerai have gone full recycling, and it's basically cardboard inside the outer box. You get a warranty card and you get a booklet, and inside the box, which is pretty sturdy, you get, that's a bit odd, where's the watch? There's no watch in the box. The reason there's no watch in the box is because I've already added the watch to my main collection. This has never happened before. I have been given watches in the past, and sure, they're nice, but I've never actually fallen in love with the watch, and I have never added it to the main collection. And when I say add it to the main collection, what I mean is a watch that I would wear as normal. Instead of wearing this watch, I would go to my wardrobe and I would select the new carbon watch, and I would just wear it as a watch that I paid for myself. And if you have a look at this, you'll see there is the watch. It's in with my Omega, it's in with my Panerai, and it is absolutely incredible. I can't begin to tell you how much I like this watch and how well made this watch is. I could tell you some of the specs of the watch. It has a 3A mechanical movement, which is based on a Seiko NH05 movement. It is plus minus 10 seconds a day. This one is currently running fast, which is excellent. And I absolutely love the weight of the watch, the feel of the watch, the look of the watch. It's sapphire crystal glass on both sides. It has a gorgeous silicone strap with butterfly clasp, and it has a pretty good loom. If I'm being completely honest with you, the only thing I would change about the watch is the loom on the hands. I would want it to be a tiny bit brighter, and I would want it to be the same color as the watch. I don't know if it's going to show up on here, but the loom on the hands is a slightly different loom to the hour markers. I'll have to do some night shots for you to show you that, which I will do later. I just can't believe how good this watch is for the money. I have never, ever loved a watch so much, so quickly. I know recently you saw me buying this watch. You saw me buying my Panerai, and obviously that's my Omega World Timer. But this watch is as good and as well made as these watches. And every time I look at the watch, I see something new about the watch and something interesting about the movement. And it's so quiet, guys. It's really quiet. There is almost no noise coming from the rotor. What you will find with lesser watches, lesser mechanical watches, you will find that the movement lets it down by being noisy. And on the wrist, this watch is silent. It is a bit of a faff to get these straps on, I'm not gonna lie. I struggle with them, and I've just never been a fan of this kind of strap before. Let's just take a closer look at the strap and the case together, and you can see that they are integrated. The strap width is 20 millimeters. The length of the strap is 180 millimeters. The strap is very soft to the touch and very comfortable on the wrist, and looks to be of a high quality rubber. The case is listed as stainless steel carbon fiber, 17 millimeters thick. The length of the case is 50 millimeters. The website lists the strap as silicone tape, and that's the only information I have on it. It also lists the clasp as a butterfly buckle, and again, that's all the information I have on it. If you look up close, you can see that there's been quite a lot of work and attention to detail on the buckle. I honestly hadn't noticed how well designed the buckle was till I got the camera onto it, and even though I've been wearing it for the last couple of days, you can see that there's not a mark on the clasp. Again, a lot of attention to detail has gone into the design of the rubberized strap. It's very easy to adjust the strap and to set the strap to your size. It's as simple as that. Personally, I'm not a fan of pin buckles, and I really appreciate that this watch comes on a rubber strap with a butterfly clasp. However, I still prefer a deploying buckle. That said, once the watch is on the wrist, that buckle, that strap suits this watch perfectly. I've already said this during the course of the video, I have a 6 3/4 inch wrist, and yet this watch is comfortable on my wrist. Yes, it looks big, but so do the Richard Milles that this watch is obviously based on, and yet this watch only costs $532. Just looks absolutely incredible. I stand by this. If you buy this watch, you will not be disappointed. And this watch is as good as my Omega World Timer in quality and feel. I can put my Omega World Timer on, which costs just under £12,000, or I can put on my new carbon GEYA sports watch, and it doesn't feel like a lesser watch. My wrist is 6 3/4 inches, and some of you are going to say in the comments, this watch is way too big for your wrist. And aesthetically, it may look big, but it's actually extremely comfortable. It's 17 millimeters thick with a 20mm lug width. The watch has 50 meters of water resistance. It doesn't have a screw down crown, but I can't see myself taking this watch swimming. All of my watches have water resistance. This watch has 10 bar, and this watch has 50 meters, the same as this watch. This is a manual wind, this is an automatic. Again, this watch has earned its place in my collection, and if you're thinking about getting a Richard Mille homage watch, this is the one to get. Flawless. Thanks for watching, thanks for listening, and I'll catch you on the next Brenny video. And can I just thank the people at GEYA for giving me this watch and allowing me to review it, and now adding it to my growing watch collection.